Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Norwegian scientists say they have found evidence of an explosion in the area of the Kakhovka Dam at the time water began pouring through. The findings, based on seismic signals detected in Romania, come after days of uncertainty over how the dam was breached on Tuesday morning. Both Russia and Ukraine have accused each other of attacking the dam. Separately, Ukraine's domestic security service has released a recording it says shows Russian soldiers admitting the country attacked the dam. Hundreds of thousands of people in the Kherson region, where the dam is located, have been left without drinking water. Russian officials say military bloggers say Ukraine's military has launched attacks on occupied Russian forces in the key southern Zaporizhia region. They say Ukrainian troops, backed by tanks, artillery and drones, are trying to advance south of the town of Orikhiv for the second night running. Several military experts have said the focus of Ukraine's long-awaited counteroffensive will be Zaporizhia. Meanwhile, travelling on a train, President Volodymyr Zelensky hailed what he described as results in heavy fighting in Donetsk in the east of Ukraine. Former US President Donald Trump has responded to a second indictment, this time over his handling of classified materials after he left the White House.
A boxer's hoax, just like the Russia hoax and all of the others. It's been going on for 7 years. They can't stop because it's election interference at the highest level. There's never been anything like what's happened. I'm an innocent man. I'm an innocent person.
He released the video on Truth Social declaring his innocence. It marks the first time in American history a former president has been indicted on federal charges, adding to his legal troubles as he runs for president again. Around 100 documents bearing classified markings were recovered from Trump's Palm Beach home last August. A natural weather event known as El Nino has begun in the Pacific Ocean, likely adding heat to a planet already warming under climate change. US scientists confirmed that El Nino had started. Experts say it will likely make 2024 the world's hottest ever year. They fear it will help push the world past a key 1.5 Celsius warming milestone. It will also affect world weather, potentially bringing drought to Australia, more rain to the southern US, and weakening India's monsoon. The event will likely last until next spring, after which its impacts will recede.
With the continued warming since the 2016 El Nino, could lead to 2024 being one for the record books. El Nino is not like a storm. El Nino is not going to hit you on Tuesday. El Nino is all about changing the kind of patterns that weather plays in. So when we talk about a moderate or strong event, that's basically saying that El Nino has a stronger influence on creating the atmospheric patterns that might stay around a while for a period of time.
An autopsy report for a student who died in Senegal's capital, Dakar, between clashes between security forces and protesters, say he was killed by a live round in his back. El Hadji Cissé was shot yards from his home in a suburb of Dakar as he returned from praying at a nearby mosque. Hundreds attended his funeral in Dakar's Grand Yoff neighborhood. At least 16 people have died and hundreds more have been injured in the worst riots in the West African country in decades. Eyewitness video in North Carolina shows a freight train slamming into a semi-trailer truck stuck on the tracks at a railway crossing in at least the third such collision at the same crossing this year. Video shows the train ploughing through the truck's trailer, smashing it to pieces. No one was injured in the incident, and the truck involved was transporting bricks and no hazardous material. In January, 2 trucks met a similar fate at the same crossing. And a pair of rubber ducks have made a splash in Hong Kong's Victoria Harbour, part of an art installation dubbed Double Ducks. The Dutch artist responsible says he hopes the ducks will bring luck to the city. The ducks swam across Victoria Harbour to the delight of bystanders. Hong Kong-based studio All Rights Reserved said the ducks were like the symmetrical Chinese characters Xi for happiness and Peng for friends. The inflatable yellow ducks, 18 metres high, will sail on the harbour for 2 weeks. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.